Morning, again. Welcome back if you've just come from watching my other video. Or maybe you're watching this one first before you've watched the other. Or maybe this is the first one you've ever watched and you're then going to go back and watch the others. Or maybe this is the last one you're ever going to watch because you're thinking this is rubbish. Either way, I've come up with a new idea though, right? I thought maybe from now on, at the start of a video, I could have a gag, right? So I've got one. Video game related. So what is a sheep's favourite Nintendo Wii game? Have a think about it. What is a sheep's favourite Nintendo Wii game? Mad world. Rubbish idea. Wish I'd never thought of it. I got 3 Xbox 360. That's pretty good, to be fair. Pretty good gag. If you're 5. Really funny if you're 5. If you're not, it's rubbish. I've got 3 pickups. And they're all for the Xbox 360. So if you don't like current gen pickups, then thanks for watching. See you later. Merry Christmas. If you do want to see what they are, then I'll show you what they are. I guess 2 of them aren't that much of a surprise. You're probably expecting them. But I don't think you'll be expecting the last one, because I don't know if anyone out there is, certainly the people I kind of circulate with, you know, in the community. I don't think they've kind of picked this game up, but maybe they have. I've missed it, I don't know. So, actually, let's push that down a little bit, seeing as I've just knelt down a little bit further. So, yeah, first one up. Should we get the obvious, the predictable one out of the way first? No, let's save that one for the middle one. I'll show you the first one because, yeah, I'll show them in the order that I bought them. Let's do it that way. So, probably going back a couple of months, this game came out, or maybe 3 months, and I wanted to get it because I'm a big fan of the series in general, and I play the campaign, although I've not touched this one yet, but I also play it online, and I have done for a number of years, and that game, without further ado, is Halo 4. Bit of a glare, but I'm sure you can still work it out. Yeah, a really good game. Like I say, I've not touched the campaign yet, but in terms of playing it online, fantastic. Although I've not played it online for the best part of maybe a month, simply because of the next game, which I'm going to show you, which you probably know what that is already. But yeah, I really like it, and they've changed a few things, because I think this is the first game, isn't it, which it isn't Bungie who are doing the development. It's 343 Industries, and I think they've done a pretty good job. They brought in a few new kind of tricks to the trade, and for me, it's working. Now, even though I've been a massive Halo fan for a number of years, I'm not particularly hardcore about it. You know, I do like it, I do love it, I like it a lot anyway. So I couldn't tell you if it's definitively the best version, but as far as I'm concerned, as a casual to somewhat big fan of it rather than hardcore, then I think it's possibly the best yet. But like I say, as I keep saying, I haven't touched the campaign yet, so I can't comment on that. But I'm sure it's just as good as all the other Halo games. In fact, the only one I haven't really enjoyed so far, and when I say I didn't enjoy it, it's not because I thought it was bad as such, it's just that it seemed to be a bit of a kind of, I don't know, like almost like a DLC game to me, and that was Halo 3 ODST. It didn't seem to be like a complete retail version. It was just like, oh, here's what we can give you before the next one comes out. A little bit of a way of making money, perhaps. Can you blame them? Not really. But yeah, I've kind of played a little bit of the campaign. It's not too bad, but that's probably my least favourite. But Halo 4, I'd probably say my favourite so far when it comes to online. Although I've not been on it for the best part of a month because of this one, the predictable one, Black Ops 2, or Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, I mean, what more can I say about this? We all know what Call of Duty is. Some of us really like it, some of us really hate it. I don't know, I actually do think, I don't know. First of all, it's the same old thing. It's just Call of Duty. If you've never played a Call of Duty game before, then maybe this is one to pick up. But I'm sure everybody's played a Call of Duty game now. And if you've played them all and you're expecting this to be a little bit different, then it isn't. And in fact, in many ways, it is a better game than Black Ops. Again, it's another one which I haven't yet touched the campaign. But online, it is better than Black Ops. But curiously, bizarrely, they've made a few changes, as far as I can see, in regards to customization. And you can actually customize less than you could in the original one, because in the original Black Ops, I'll stop holding it up now, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, in the original Black Ops, you could customize your gun and put like your little avatar on there, and also change the colour of your sights and all that kind of stuff. On this one, you can't do it. Well, I say you can't do it, you can't really do it through choice or through customization. You can unlock certain colours, but you can't choose what you want, which is a little bit of a strange backward step. particularly when this one is set in the future. So you'd have thought you can do more, more customization in this than the previous game. But you can't for some bizarre reason. Now, I did pick this up for the PS3 initially, going back, well, probably when it came out, but I sold that, and I'm sure I'll buy it back eventually, and I picked it up on the 360. I think the ultimate reason is because, as much as I love the PlayStation 3, and I really do, the majority of my friends are either on the 360 in general, or they tend to play Call of Duty on the 360. So it was more of a social purchase on the Xbox. But I'm glad I did. I've not touched the campaign. When I do the campaign of Call of Duty, I always do it on Veteran. Always. And if you're on my friends list on the PlayStation 3 or the 360, well, you can see it, or you may have seen it already. I always do the Veteran. I've done it on Call of Duty 2. I've done it on Modern Warfare. I haven't yet done it on World at War because it's bloody rock hard, but I will eventually. I've done it on, what were the other games? Modern Warfare 2. I think I've platinumed it on the PS3. I think. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I nearly have. Or maybe it's a 360 as well. I've got all the achievements. I can't remember. But Black Ops, I did that on Veteran level. And there's another one I'm sure I'm missing. What was the other game? I think it's another game. Anyway, and this one I'll be doing on Veteran as well. Now, I know some people don't like doing it on Veteran because it is really hard. And it is. It's really challenging. It's pretty stressful. But I personally do it because the reason why I don't go on, the recruit levels and the easy levels is, for me personally, it's kind of two reasons sort of rolled into one. I want to challenge myself. I don't want to race through the level and hardly get, shot at all, because then you miss kind of what's going on. You don't get to, or I don't get to sort of absorb it, the atmosphere of what's going on. And I want to. I'm paying like, $40, $50 for this beast. So I really want to know what's going on big time. So if I play it on the Veteran level, I can take my time, I can pick people off, and I can really get immersed into the atmosphere. But it is a really hard game on Veteran level. But, anything is possible. And not just that, but especially in this day and age, because the save progress, you can just save the game, and when you get stuck, just keep replaying it until you eventually get to the next checkpoint, save it again. So if you do it that way, Veteran level is actually quite easy, and a lot easier than some people think. So that's those two, and that's enough talk on Call of Duty 2 for now, and or Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And the last game I've got, and I only picked this up the other day, but I've wanted this for months and months and months. In fact, it came out in the UK, or PAL regions, I reckon about 6 weeks, give or take, before it came out over here. Got a little sneak preview there. And it's called, I'll stick my teeth in, got very emotional about that there. It's called Port Royale 3. And it's, of course, spines. I'm sure it's exactly the same in every part of the world. There you go, there's that one. But yeah, it's a strategy game. Let's see if you can see any of this up front. Probably not. So based, in the Caribbean, and you can control either, I think it's England, Spain, it doesn't say on the back. I think Holland's another one, and maybe France. Yeah, and it's just about, colonisation and trading, and it's very kind of stat heavy. It's the kind of game which I always want to get into, but I can never really be bothered. And what I was really pleased to see when I opened it up is that you do actually get a really, relatively chunky, but, an instruction manual. Old school, telling you what to do and what button does everything. And that is so refreshing because, of course, if you open up something like Black Ops, well, you get a little kind of thing selling there, literally one sheet of paper selling something. Then you get this Nuketown, a single sheet of paper, and then their instruction manual, which is a little flimsy. I mean, that's rubbish. And with Halo 4, it's kind of a double disc edition, but again, you get a little... In fact, that's it. That is absolutely rubbish. That's not even an instruction manual. That's just saying, try Xbox Live Gold for free. Absolute rubbish. But like I say, with Port Royale 3, proper old school, and I like that. That is really, really good. So I've only been playing this for a bit. I've unlocked, I think, 1 achievement. But it's a kind of game which I'll try and get into maybe in the new year, or maybe over Christmas. But I guess, with friends and family and all that kind of stuff, it is difficult to find the time to play as much as I usually would. But I'm really looking forward to doing this, to giving it a go. It just looks interesting. And maybe eventually, maybe in the new year, give or take, I'll put up a gameplay vid as well. So that is all I wanted to show. I've got 3 games, like you've just seen. And what I'm going to start doing, I guess big if, I do like kind of a New Year's resolutions video. It's just finding the time. But if I find the time, I definitely will do it. But I'll touch upon this more for that vid if I do it. But what I really want to start to do, or start doing is to pick up games, you know, the old adage of, you know, quantity or quality over quantity. I always confuse those two. Maybe I'm dyslexic, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, these are 3 games that I really wanted. They're not for everyone, but the 3 games that I wanted to get, I know I'm going to play, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play them, and then once I'm finished with them, I can then go on and buy more games. Because what I've done in the past is I've kind of bought, say, 3 games that I really want. Little sneak preview there. Sneak preview, you've already seen them. But I bought 3 games I want, and then the very next day, literally sometimes, I'll go out and I buy another 4 or 5. And of course, I don't have time to play them, so they just go on a shelf. And I never get round to giving them a go, which is ridiculous. It's a waste of time, and it's a waste of money. And at my age, you know, not that I'm that old, but I don't want to do that anymore. It's just silly. So I want to buy games that I really like the look of, and I want to play them. Now, I'm not saying I'm never going to pick any games up if they're going cheap, because I've got a history of doing that. But I really want to keep it to a minimum. You know, I'm not saying I'll never buy any bad games. I will from time to time. Occasionally I'll take a punt on a title. It might be rubbish. But I'm really going to try and do what I've started to do here at the tail end of 2012. Buy games that I really like and play them. So let's see how long I can stick to that for. Probably not a long time. So anyway, thanks for watching. I may do another video in the next couple of days if I get the chance, but I may not. So if I don't, then have a fantastic Christmas and roll on 2013. It's going to be a good one. I can just tell. See you later.